Stepping Up to the Plate on BCTV is presented by Smoker & Company and One Source Business Solutions. Hello again, everybody. This is Dan Klauser, president of the Big Vision Foundation. Here we are. It's early November as the complex is getting ready to get shut down. A lot of times people ask us, what do we do once we get into November? And as you can see going around the field, as we're getting the shot of the guys aerating the field here on Colavito, all of our outfield signs are down now. We've got one more small baseball event this coming weekend, first weekend in November. We'll have soccer that will run through the 20th of November, and then we'll shut down for good up until the first weekend of April. But this time of year now, these last couple weeks here, guys are out aerating. We'll fertilize one last time here. We're being able to take advantage of some great weather, so the soil's soft, and we're able to get some decent plugs. And basically what aerating does, it helps, because our fields have so many games on them, we end up getting a whole lot of compaction because the kids running on them, so our soil gets compacted quite a bit. So being able to aerate twice a year, we'll do this again in the spring before we open up. We pull plugs like this on out of the field, and this is a pretty good size plug. Anytime we can get a good 2 to 3 inch plug, that's a good sign for us. So then after this, we'll fertilize, we'll overseed again, and it just helps get some oxygen in the soil, which helps the root base of the grass plant grow a little bit better, and then helps the fertilizer take a little bit deeper as well. So there's two ways to fertilize. What we do is hollow tine fertilizing, so that's what pulls the plug so that it doesn't create more compaction. It actually eases compaction. And I'll wait a little bit here till these guys go past us. So with the hollow cores, we're pulling plugs, so that again releases compaction in the fields, helps the root base of the grass grow better. A lot of times golf courses and stuff like that will do what they call solid tine aeration, and that's where it's more of a spike that goes in, but then the ground around it actually ends up expanding and actually ends up creating a little bit more compaction. But a lot of golf courses are using a sand-based soil, so they're actually trying to create a little bit of compaction in the sand as opposed to what we have here. So it's just, like I said, the first step of us getting everything winterized. Signs are down. Batting cage nets will be coming down throughout the next week here. We will go ahead and aerate the soccer fields, even though there's still a couple games on there. The kids running around on them will actually help us push the seed down into the fields a little bit better, and they'll help us kind of grind up the plugs as they're running around. By the 20th of November, we'll close the gates. We'll open them back up. We'll get out here late February, early March, depending on how the weather is, and start hanging signs again, aerate again, seed, fertilize, and it's just a constant cycle to try to keep this facility as nice as we can. You can see the mounds and home plate areas are all covered. They'll stay covered throughout the winter, and then, like I said, do everything we can to keep the place looking as good as it can. There'll obviously be some damage over the winter. There always is, just small stuff that we'll have to get out here in the spring and address. But that's all part of what we do out here. So we'll do a couple more updates on how we get everything buttoned up. But like I said, this is the first step of aerating and helping keep the fields green and plush. All right, folks, couple weeks ago we were showing you about how we aerate and get fields ready for the winter. Today is now November 21st, and we're officially all buttoned up. Our last soccer activities took place on Friday, the 18th was our last soccer activity out here. Baseball's been done for several weeks. Today's the last day. Guys are getting stuff buttoned up, pulling soccer nets and stuff like that. As you saw as we came across the field, you'll see these big white blankets in the outfield here at Wirtz Field, and they're what we call turf blankets. And what they do is, you can see we got one in left field, center field, right field, and then one along the right field line here. And those are really our high traffic areas on this field here. I mean, this field here probably gets about 35% more activity than the rest of our fields because of the lights. So most of our championship games are played on Vic Wirtz Field here, which is sponsored by Extra Orthodontics, as you can see behind me. So this field really does take a beating over the course of the year, because in the summer, when we're playing 4 or 5 games on all the other fields, we're playing probably 6 games a day on this field on a Saturday and Sunday, and even on weeknights when we're playing 1 game a night on the other fields, we're playing 2 games a night on this field. So like I said, probably about 35 to 40% more use on this field than the others. So we really do have to take care of the turf here in the off season to help it come back and flourish in the spring. So what these turf blankets do here is create a sort of greenhouse effect. So it keeps the grass warm. We overseeded this entire field and really pounded these areas here with seed after we aerated this field. Probably about 3 times as much seed on the areas that have the turf blankets than the areas that don't. So we'll do an episode when we pull these turf blankets off in the spring of 2017, and you'll see how full and plush this grass is as it sits under these turf blankets. I know myself and Shantae would probably prefer to be under those turf blankets, because it's probably about 30 degrees warmer underneath those turf blankets than what it is out here in the wind. But nonetheless, we're here braving it out. Shantae forced me to do this. I didn't want to come up here in the cold and the wind, but she was like, look, our show airs in 2 days. We got to get it done. Just tough it up there, Buttercup, and get out here, and we're going to do it. So, you know, I would have rather shot this inside and just told you about the turf blankets, but Shantae forced me, said, hey, it's got to be authentic. It's got to be real. You got to toughen up, pal, because we're just not going to do it any other way. So thank you, Shantae, for forcing me out here and giving the folks a little bit of look at what's this going to look like over the winter. And again, we'll come back out here in March after we pull the turf blankets, show you guys how green and plush this grass is under the blankets. So as always, check us out at bigvisionfoundation.org. Hello again, everybody. This is Dan Klauser, president of the Big Vision Foundation, and we're out here at the Berkshire Baseball Awards Banquet at the Hilton by Doubletree. And I'm joined here with Jonathan Spohn. Jonathan, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for letting me.
So, Jonathan, you got a gold glove there, and you received that tonight for the Defensive Player of the Year for our 12 and under Sea Dogs team. This was your first year playing with any of the Berkshire baseball teams. You played in the summer and the fall. Just tell me a little bit about how much fun you had this season, and were you shocked to get the Defensive Player Award?
Well, I had a lot of fun this season, like meeting all the new teammates and stuff. It was so much fun playing more baseball. I was totally shocked to get this award. I wasn't prepared. I never I just didn't expect it coming. So yeah.
Well, you were definitely a fixture for us out there in center field. Any fly ball hit your way, went right into your glove. You tracked him down, so you really had a great season. And even though you didn't expect it, I wasn't surprised at all. So thanks for a great year, and hopefully we got many, many more years in the Berkshire uniform for us. All right, now I'm here with Nick Turner. Nick played with us in the summer and fall as well. And actually, Nick brought 2 awards home tonight, the same award, the Sportsmanship Hustle Award for the summer and the fall Sea Dogs team. Nick, were you surprised to get the awards tonight?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think I was actually going to get one, but I'm glad I did. And I'm glad I got the sportsmanship one because in the fall and summer I did I helped out a lot with like getting the team up and stuff. So, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, obviously, to get it for both seasons, your coaches and teammates thought that you deserved it. So, even though you might have been shocked, apparently you did something on the field that impressed those guys and impressed your coaches, and we're out there. This was your first year playing Berkshire baseball with us, and again, you played in the summer and the fall. Tell me a little bit just about your experience. You have fun this year, and what's one of the biggest takeaways you had from the season?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Biggest takeaway, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff that I took away from both the seasons, but like my award, one of the biggest ones was hustle, on and off the field, and getting teammates to cheer for the other one, or for the one up to bat, or the pitcher stuff. And yeah.
Well, excellent. Well, great season. Thanks for joining me and doing the interview, and looking forward to a great career. All right, now I'm joined by Chris DeGangi. Chris was the Sportsmanship Hustle Award winner for our 14 under Red Sox fall team. I think the second year in a row, wasn't it?
Yeah, about second, third.
Chris, you've been playing with us for what, about 4 years now?
Yeah. Yes.
Tell me one of the things you like most about playing for our organization.
The people. Just no matter what year it is, if people are new or returning, all nice, all fun, friendly, it keeps it really fun.
Excellent. We just talked to Keegan a little while ago, and he drives about 35, 45 minutes to get to practice and games. You've got him beat by a little bit. Tell our folks where you drive from and how long it takes to get to practices and games.
Well, I drive from Easton, Pennsylvania, which is about an hour north of here. So we, for practices, 8 o'clock games, we will drive 1 hour. So that means I'm up at 5, leaving at 6 to usually get here at 7.
That's some dedication, and we commend you for it, and we thank you for being part of the organization. So good luck the rest of your year, and looking forward to a long and prosperous Berkshire baseball career.
Thank you.
All right, now I'm joined by Ethan Dreher, who is our outstanding pitcher for our Berkshire Sea Dogs summer team. Ethan, thanks for joining me tonight.
Yep, no problem.
Ethan, you're sitting out there hearing some of the other awards. Were you surprised to get this award tonight?
Yes and no. But kind of expected it over the years that I've been pitching. But yeah, I feel very honored.
Cool. You're definitely one of our go-to guys in the summer. We could definitely count on you to get out there and keep the other team at bay. And if we'd score a couple runs, we'd, more than likely we're able to pick up a W. It's really your first season. I know you've done some camps and clinics with us over the past. This is your first time playing with us. What were one of the things, one of your biggest takeaways of this season?
That this organization is very helpful. Everybody here is nice. I like it. About it, I'd say it helps a lot of how we all can get together and play as a team and a family. And even if we lose or win, we will always be a family.
Great. Thanks for playing with us this year, and looking forward to a nice Berkshire baseball career. All right, now I'm joined with Ian Wilson, who played with us. This is his second year playing fall baseball with us. His brother, Morgan, was a graduate of our program as well. and Ian won the Outstanding Pitcher Award for our Fall Sea Dogs team. Ian, were you surprised to get the award tonight?
Yeah, I was pretty surprised because for a pitcher, there's a lot of competition and especially on our team because a lot of kids were pitchers with us, so there was a lot of other competition out there, and there were a couple kids that threw pretty hard on our team, so I wasn't sure if I was going to get it, but I was surprised that I did.
Well, you definitely worked hard for it. You're out getting lessons all the time and doing the extra work. Again, this is your second year. You've been around the program because your brother had played with us. What's one of the things that you really get most out of being a Berkshire baseball player?
All the camaraderie between each other, and that you get to meet new people and like you learn to socialize more, because it's not like when you're playing school ball that you get to that you're always around the same people. You get to branch out and meet kids from new schools and stuff. So it's really fun to do that.
Cool. Well, looking forward to many more years in a uniform, and congratulations on the award tonight. All right, now I'm joined by Keegan Brennan, who won our 14 and under Outstanding Pitcher Award. Keegan, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So, Keegan, you had played with us, I think, back on our 10 and under team several years ago. Took a little bit of a break, and we're back with us this year. Number one, thanks for coming back. But what are some of the things that you really enjoy about playing for our organization?
It's a great campus. There's a great facility, and there's great people on all the teams. They're always nice and friendly. There's never anything bad about the organization or anything.
Great. Definitely enjoy having you a part of it. You drive down from Schuylkill County.
45-minute ride, 30 to 45 minutes-ish.
Two, 3 times a week.
Yep.
Is it worth the trip?
Yes, definitely.
Good. What are some of the things you're looking forward to as you move up through our organization?
I'm looking to get better as an all-around perspective on the game, and IQ, skill level, and hustle and respect.
Excellent. Keegan, thanks for joining me. Congratulations on the award, and looking forward to a long career. All right, here we are, joined with Ryan Jarboe. Ryan, thanks for joining me tonight.
Yep, thank you for having me.
Ryan, this is second year in a row you won the MVP for this team, MVP of the Berkshire Red Sox fall team, 14 under fall team. You've actually been playing with us since you're 10 years old. Started out on our 10 and under team, have gone all the way through. So this is probably, your 5th season?
Yeah, 5 or 6. Started when I was 9 and played every year since in the fall. Sprinkled in some spring seasons, but mainly fall.
What makes you want to keep coming back to the organization?
It's a lot of fun playing, and my teammates treat me well. The coaches are very nice. They're very good coaches. So, it's just all around a good organization to play baseball and have some fun.
Glad to hear that, and love the fact that you've been with us for so long, and hopefully you finish out your career with us as you go on, throughout your senior year of high school and perhaps beyond. Anything special that you remember most about this particular season?
Definitely, in between games, having fun with my teammates.
That's a big part of it, just building that camaraderie. You guys got a chance to go down to the Ripken facility in Aberdeen this year. First time we went down there. How do you like that trip?
It was a lot of fun. It was definitely different playing on turf. We had to get used to that. But it was mainly just building our camaraderie as a team because we had some new kids. But it was a lot of fun. We enjoyed playing there a lot. Excellent.
Ryan, thanks for joining me, and congratulations on back-to-back MVPs, and hopefully there's a lot more of those bats coming your way. All right, now we're joined by Stephen Croft Jr., who is the MVP of the Berkshire Sea Dogs 12 and under fall team. Stephen, thanks for joining me tonight.
You're welcome.
So, Stephen, were you surprised to get the MVP award tonight?
Yeah, pretty surprised.
Obviously, you played with us, played on our 10 and under team when you were only 8 years old, many years ago. You guys moved up to Massachusetts, and now you came back and started playing again. What are one of the things that you really enjoy about playing for our organization?
A lot of the kids here are really nice, and they don't, if you make a mistake, they won't put you down. They'll bring you up. They won't laugh at you or anything. The coaches are really good. Yeah.
All right, well, cool. Hey, looking forward to a very long Berkshire baseball career with us. Thanks for joining me tonight, and congratulations. So now I'm joined with Kurt Poland, who won the 2016 Sea Dogs MVP Award, and more importantly, he also won the Loretta McGarry Memorial Community Service Award. Kurt was out at the complex just about all summer long, helping our guys maintain the facility and working hard. The Loretta McGarry Community Service Award is really the highest honor that can be given a player in our organization. So, Kurt, first let's talk about the MVP. Were you surprised to get it? Did you expect it? You had a great year this summer. What did you think when you heard your name called for MVP?
I wasn't necessarily completely not surprised, but I was definitely really happy about it, and I was sort of expecting it, but definitely thank you.
Yeah, you definitely had a good year at the plate, hit the ball well, came through in a lot of big games for us. And then the Community Service Award, tell me a little bit, was that a shock to you, and how did you feel when you got that award?
Oh, I was completely shocked. I would never have guessed that whatsoever. I mean, even working at the community things, John Paul II, for instance, Cups of Compassion, that's coming up actually, and I really had no idea this was coming. I mean, working every there, I mean, it was my pleasure to do it, so yeah, definitely thank you, Dan.
Definitely glad to have you out and get you involved in all that stuff, and looking forward for a long Berkshire baseball career, and congratulations on both awards. All right, here we are again at the Berkshire Baseball Banquet. I'm joined by Kelsey Adams and Missy Lamb, who we announced tonight will be heading up actually reigniting our Berkshire Bobcats Fast Pitch program. So, Missy, I'll start with you. You were involved in our Jennie Finch camp this year and told me that you're really looking to get involved in coaching, and we had a couple conversations from them and kind of spurred to the start of this. Just tell me about some of the stuff you're looking forward with starting that program back up.
So really just the main thing is just getting back out there, playing softball again, being around the environment. Definitely miss it. After college, I kind of just was one of those things where I left it be. So really just getting out there, sharing the knowledge that I got with my years of playing and my experience, and just sharing it with the girls coming. So
cool. And Kelsey, you helped with concessions with us this year. I know in your first interview we kind of started talking about softball a little bit, and as things kind of grew throughout the year, we kind of focused on having you get involved in that program as well. And again, everything kind of came together as Missy and I started talking and wanted to get you involved. So, just tell me a little bit about some of the stuff you're looking forward to getting involved in the actual softball side of the program.
Well, with all of my years of playing softball and my experience, I would love to be able to pass on my experiences to all the girls. The years and years of experience that I have, I believe would be a great foundation to building this softball team back up.
Cool. So next year we can look forward to having a bunch of girls here with us at the banquet. Looking forward to that. For any of our listeners out there, we are starting our winter clinics for softball, which will be Thursday night starting in January. You can register for those on our website at bigvisionfoundation.org. Missy and Kelsey will both be involved in that. Be 12 and under will be taking place from 6 to 7 p.m., and then 13 years old and above will be taking place from 7:30 to 9 out at Ozzy's. So we're looking forward to that. The team that will be kicking off next year for the fall will be a 12 and under team, Berkshire Bobcats, and we're excited about it. Love that you guys want to get involved. Really going to build off of your young passion, and looking forward to it. Any last things you guys want to say before we sign off here?
no, just really looking forward to it. So hopefully we get a bunch of girls coming out that have the same passion.
If you're looking to get more playing experiences and learning from two experienced players coming out for the Berkshire Bobcats.
Thanks again, ladies. Appreciate you joining me. All right, folks, again out here in the blistering wind because Shantae's forcing me to do this. Really not happy with her right now, but she is the glue that keeps this whole place together, so I got to listen to her sometimes. Out here at our entrance, pretty excited because we got our most recent brick arrived today, and it's the brick that Jennie Finch and her crew purchased when they were out here for the Jennie Finch softball camp. So as you can see, JFSC, Dream and Believe, which is Jennie's motto, and Jennie Finch below it. So we're pumped up. We've been waiting for this brick to come in from Glengarry for a long time, and I mean, unfortunately for us, it arrived on the coldest day of the year so far, so we had to do the shot in the cold. Again, I wanted to do it at the desk, but Shantae was like, look, we got to get up there, give people a visual of the entrance, and all that fun stuff. So, like I said, really pumped up about this. Jennie is a 100% genuine individual, top-notch. If you got any girls out there that are playing softball and have the opportunity to go to Jennie Finch camp, absolutely you want to sign up for that. I mean, she teaches so much more than just the game of softball, but really teaches these girls about life and how they can achieve their dreams, and really that there's nothing that they can't achieve. So that's where her Dream and Believe motto comes in, and you know, we're huge supporters of her, and to have her supporting our organization by purchasing a brick was incredible for us. So we're huge supporters. We hope to have her camp out here several more times in the future, whether we turn it into an annual event or a, you know, every other year event. I'm not real sure. We'll discuss that with Jennie's crew in the future here, but we were just blessed to be able to have them out here and see how they interact with the girls. And again, if you have the opportunity to go to a Jennie Finch camp, make sure you do it. You will not be disappointed. Again, she is a 100% top-notch, genuine individual, so we support everything she does however we can. And like I said, we're real pumped up to be able to have her name out here at our entrance forever. So if you're interested in buying a brick, be sure to go on our website. As soon as you go on the homepage, there's a big red box right at the top. It says buy a brick. Click on there. They're only $110, and they're here forever. As you can see, we've got you know, quite a bit of community support here with folks that have purchased bricks throughout the years. We can also see there's plenty of room for more. So as we fill this whole area up, we got another area at the end of the about midway down the path. We'll be able to put more in. So and if we fill that up, we'll just create another spot where we can put bricks in. So definitely something that we'll be able to keep doing for many, many more years. So again, go onto our website, bigvisionfoundation.org, click the buy a brick link, and about 4 to 6 weeks later, brick will arrive. We'll get it installed here, blow it up on Facebook just as well. So like I said, check it out, bigvisionfoundation.org. And Jennie Finch, thank you again. Dream and Believe, and God bless you, and have a great Thanksgiving.